All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now look, my lighting's off. I got some cheap lights in this office, bro. I need to get some better lights, so bear with me. See how I got I'm like black right here, and like up here. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm a perfectionist, bro. That's what makes our pod so great. All right. As a matter of fact, since we're talking about upgrades, after the DJ Flip podcast this Sunday, we got his artist coming. I guess he got a bunch of new artists coming. But the next pod will have 3 angles in the podcast room. All right. We're gonna have a zoom in angles. So we're gonna have a zoom in angle on one couch and a zoom in on the other, and then we're gonna have the wide angle for the entire podcast. All right. So we're gonna have an engineer here touching the boards up, bringing up the news, and doing the whole works, bro. Costs money, bro, but it takes money to make money. So anybody out there watching, make sure you invest in yourself, bro. Make sure you invest in your brand and invest in your technique. That's the only way you become number one. All right. You don't become number one by yelling it. You become number one by putting in the work. All right. With that being said, tomorrow, Saturday, Ryan Garcia is gonna fight. We gonna watch the fight live on Rumble. All right. So anybody that wants to watch the Ryan Garcia fight and you ain't got that bread, go over to Rumble /The Hater World. All right. And you can watch the fight live, bro. Now, it will be on YouTube, like behind the scenes, but that you're not going to watch it that way, bro. If you want to watch it, you have to go to Rumble. All right. We will be live streaming it right there. And I'm going to see if I can get the homies to pull up so we can kick it, watch it live, and have a whole behind the scenes party. All right. So everybody tap in. Don't tap out. Rumble /The Hater World. And that's where all my videos land that don't make it on YouTube, bro. So there's a lot of videos that YouTube don't allow me to do. I just throw them on Rumble. So make sure you guys go over to Rumble and tap in, all right? And salute to Compton Rick Rock. Somebody just told me that he made a video on one of my reactions. So I know he ain't saying no disrespectful shit. He a gentleman. He a cool homie. So make sure you guys go over there and subscribe and support those that support and subscribe to us. Compton motherfucking Rick Rock, all right? With that being said, the video that we got going on today is, once again, this shit don't end, bro. Like, it don't go away. These Compton Crips that got marked out, everyone talking about them, bro. And today we got Snoopy Badass dropping a spill. So let's go ahead and see what Snoopy is talking about. And then that's it, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna have a reaction to this, because I've already talked about this a gang of times, bro. So let's see what Snoopy got to say, bro. Let's go.
All right, so next, Snoopy Badass, I wanted to ask you about this, man. So there's a video that's going viral today, and it's of some guys in Compton as well, man. So there's a rapper by the name of BZ2 Janky, right? Now, he's been going BZ2 Janky.
Never heard of him, but I seen the video you're talking about, but I didn't know his name.
Yeah, he's been on No Jumper. He's been on a lot of different platforms going viral because they're talking about, how the shared environment or whatever in Compton is, how he has some essays from his hood. There's black guys from SA hoods and all that, right? Or I should say Mexican, because you know what I mean, right? So he was talking about that, and coincidentally, while he's talking about that, he gets pressed by 2 Mexican gangbangers, and it didn't go good for him, man. Now, Snoopy, you say you seen the video. What'd you think about the video?
It proves everything I've been saying. Blacks are scared of Hispanics, but you also have to take into consideration that them was grown men, and the little dudes was practically kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I took that in consideration.
People need to stop saying that, bro. Come on, Snoopy. You know better than this, bro. You from California, bro. You was a YN at one point. When you was young and you was trying to join a gang, they had you out there running amok, fool. So you from Cali, bro. You should know better than this, Snoopy. Come on, dog. The fuck is wrong with you? Blood.
You really can't blame the little dudes because they're kids, bro. You got to blame they big homies. You get what I'm saying? Like, what were they big homies at? That was an issue for they big homies to handle. Cause when I seen the SA dudes, they looked like they was grown. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, you know, like I said, man, you could tell that blacks is scared of Hispanics in so many angles from that. The fact that they don't even have no older homies or big homies out there with them.
All right, so I've been thinking about that, right? The OGs are to blame, right? Because I guess those two Compton Crips want to blame someone. They keep trying to blame Rodney, and then they blame the Mexicans that pulled up on them because they're NK or some bullshit like that. CK, I don't know, bro. Some, whatever, right? Basically, they don't like blacks. But nobody points the finger at their OGs, right? Why their OGs didn't put them up on game, or maybe their OGs did, because nowadays, bro, a lot of these youngsters don't want to take advice from the old heads. They look at the old heads like obsolete, bro. T1000s, bro. You're obsolete, my boy. We got the new Terminator. You don't know nothing. So maybe it is that the OGs did get at them and gave them the sauce, but them fools didn't want to fucking, take it in consideration. So we don't know, bro. All we can do is blame them two dudes that were in the video that got marked out, and that's it. Stop trying to pick on people, bro. Oh, they were young. Oh, they're big homies. Oh, no, bro. They fucked up. They joined the gang, homie. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Doing that interview, bro, or nobody keeping point. You get what I'm saying? It just shows you how watered down Crippin' and Blood is in LA, bro. It was good. It's good for the camera, but the truth is always gonna show itself behind the camera, and that's basically what happened. Y'all got a glimpse of behind the camera, bro. Like, I seen old boy trying to keep composure. ATF Crip, trying to keep his composure, but it's not in him because he not even from Compton like that. He from like Hammond and San Jacinto. He from the IE or something. So it's sad, bro. But
Upland. He said he was from Upland. He said he'd been to Gilbert Street. Gilbert Street is juvenile hall. It's bad right there, bro. I've been there. But Snoopy not lying though. He said, like, you could hear it in his voice, and that's like when you half stepping, bro. When you half step, bro, shit like that happens. And I know because I would have homies that you couldn't take nowhere. I think we all got homies like that. You can't take nowhere because once you take them somewhere, they're looking to do some dumb shit, bro. Like, you look at them wrong. Oh, that fool's mad dogging me, fool. He threw up a gang sign at me. Fool, you tripping? That fool's looking the other way. Pa, 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 pa. God damn, dog. Fool, we just came here to fuck bitches, bro, and now you smoked the guy. And then you got homies that get punked, and where you from, Esse? And then they look around like they don't know what to say. What the fuck, fool? What do you mean you get with it, bro? So that's what happens when you half step. When you half step like that, you don't know what to do, bro, because you have never even been in a situation like that, or you're not full throttle with it, bro. So again, Snoopy not lying right here.
But y'all gonna keep seeing that everything that I say is the truth, though, homie. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I know when I was that age, I would have busted. I would have went to jail, bro. You feel me? Like you would think the YNs would have crashed out. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even crash out, bro. So
True.
they need to just hang it up, bro.
True.
Now,
You would think that the YNs would crash, bro. They're the young homies. Like, they should be ready. But the thing is, them fools are rappers, bro. They're rappers. They're trying to blow up. They're trying to do positive shit, but they're trying to use the gang shit to look tough. They gotta hang it up, bro. You could be a rapper. You could tell the homies, like, hey, fool, look, I want to rap. I think I could blow up. I can get us rich. I just need you guys to watch me, right? Like, watch my six. Watch my six. Like, let's get to this. And believe me, bro, you get 2-3 solid homies on board, they ain't gonna ask you to go put in work if you that guy. But if you're not that guy and you have never put in work and you're trying to get a pass like that, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Go bring a trophy back for the hood. Like, you can't be asking the homies to, like, Like, hey, I'm only 18. Can I stop banging, but you watch my back? But I'll bang only on the camera so we can get rich. Like, for you ain't done shit yet.
In all fairness, you know, a lot of people are saying that, you know, are saying the same thing that you're saying in the comments. Like, first off, these guys look like they were late 20s, early 30s, and it, you know, looked like they might even did some.
Yeah, they were grown men, but you still, they were wrong. Feel me? But you still gotta take into consideration, like, where's the big homies? It's always these old Crips and Bloods on the internet talk about how the people post, yeah, we really from the hood, we really this. Then where was y'all at when y'all little homies was getting banged down, bro? You get what I'm saying? But
A lot. Look here, fool. Let me explain this too, bro, because I don't think people realize. Like, you know what I see in the comments a lot? Oh, that fool's hood is dead. Oh, that hood's not even there no more. Like last night we were talking about Compton Barrio Alondra, right? I had a homie from there. My homie Negro, right? Back in the early 2000s, bro. And man, I got some crazy stories with that homie, bro. And and somebody in the comments, oh, that hood don't even exist no more. The hood exists, bro. The members are just not there no more. Maybe their section in Compton is not there no more because either they're busted, they're dead, or they didn't even recruit no more. But all the original members are probably still around. You know, they probably moved different states, jail, whatever it is, but their section is not there, but the members are still around, bro. Or they got gentrified. A lot of places get gentrified, bro. A lot of gangs are getting gentrified. For a lot of gangs are having to move out of their section because of gentrification. And now you went from having 40, 50 members in your turf to only having two. You feel me? And the rest of the members moved to other cities, but they're still banging. They're just not in their section no more. You know, so when I read these comments like, oh, that hood is dead or is no longer around, it's still there, bro. They're just not there. If you get what I'm saying, bro. So a lot of these youngsters like Janky 2BZ or whatever his fucking name is, maybe their big homies are not around no more, bro. Maybe it's just all these youngsters now. You know, OGs are nowhere to be found. Either don't want to participate in prison, in jail, dead, whatever it might be. And now you just got the youngsters running loose, bro.
but it was to be somebody there to govern that interview to make sure they get that out the way and keep spot. You feel me? Like they just out there. Like nigga, like y'all letting y'all ops, y'all enemies know that y'all the only ones there and y'all weak.
Facts.
You feel me? Like
Facts.
why wasn't nobody keeping spot? Where was the big homie? Where was the older members? You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I get what you're saying. They look very
Somewhere hiding
vulnerable,
from the
man.
Mexicans. You feel me?
He need to stop that, bro. He need to stop that, bro, because I don't think the blacks are afraid of anything. Maybe certain ones, and the same thing goes for Mexicans. Certain Mexicans are afraid of blacks. It goes both ways, bro. But I get what he's trying to do and what he's trying to say and how he means it. I know what he means, bro. But a motherfucker just can't come out and say it because, you know, you'll be canceled with the quickness. Or, you know, he won't be looked upon as a racist. But if I say some crazy shit, I'm a racist. And I don't really give a fuck about that conversation anyways. You know, but I've said it before. Everybody runs their section. So it doesn't even matter what a motherfucker says.
And they caught it straight. You feel me?
Now, when it comes to situations like that, it kind of goes back to a topic you talked about in our last interview, and I saw in the comments a lot. When it comes to old school Crips and things like that, there used to be a heavy emphasis on always being swole. You know what I'm saying? You know, getting in the gym, being built, like that was like kind of a part of Cripping for a long time. Like that was a part of their image. That used to be a part of their image, being very militant in the gym.
Remember when I said that they were bored back then? They had nothing to do but to go outside, but to go out, play with the street signs, slap box in the street, and lifting weights was one of them. Wasn't no video games, wasn't no internet. It was sports. That's in living ways. That's why they was all fit back then, you know?
Yeah, and it seems like that's gone away. So my question is, why do you think there's been that change in gang?
No, it hasn't. It's not going away. You know what I'm saying? Feel me?
Nah.
That fool's fucking hat got ran over, bro. That fool got the trucker hat from the fucking gas station with the little rope in the middle. This fucking guy.
I feel you personally, but I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you used to see the pictures and cats would be just, I don't know, look
I
like
don't exist
monsters.
anymore.
Look at that hat, bro. We gonna kill it right here, bro. Listen, that don't exist no more because the kids now are too stuck inside. They don't do daily activities. Back then, bro, we used to get on our bike and just go outside. We didn't want to be inside because there was nothing to do, bro. Cable TV got boring. You know, cable TV got boring. Video games, what did we have? Nintendo and fucking Super Nintendo. And that got fucking boring after so long. Uh, there was really nothing to do. Stay inside and use the phone. Like there was really nothing to do, bro. Like you wanted to go outside. You wanted to go see what was going on with the homies or the block or the neighborhood kids. You wanted to see what you get into and then go in the ditch with the bike, you know, or the rock quarry or whatever it might be, the train tracks. You know, nowadays, bro, it's just like, hey, we could just Google map it or Google Earth it and we could see all that shit. Like, it ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same. Now, look, salute to everybody. All right, hit the like button, subscribe to the platform. This was a whack video, but I'll drop another one in a couple hours, all right? So make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe. How you feel about this? We need to drop this issue with these kids from Long Beach, from Compton already. It's got to go away, bro. Let them little kids live. They did what they did. Now they got to redeem themselves, all right? Now they got to redeem themselves or keep it pushing, bro. Simple as that, bro. Redeem or let it go. You know, with that being said, salute to everybody. Number love, number hate. Pick the one you want. I really don't give a fuck. I'm Blue Devil. And catch you on the next one. Let's go.